Guys, welcome back to Rain City Gaming. It's your boy Black Fight, and today we're going to talk about my Silent Hill collection. I'm not going to go into great detail about the games, like the backstory, all that stuff. There's tons of videos on YouTube about that kind of stuff. I'm just going to go over the games that I have, and that's about it. So first up, we got the original Silent Hill. I remember I bought this, I want to say on release day, because I first played Resident Evil, the original, on PlayStation. Fell in love with it. And I think that came out in 96, 97? Can't remember exactly. This came out in 1999. When I picked it up for this game. It's hard to get nowadays because it's so expensive compared to when it came out was like 50, 60 bucks. I don't remember exactly. But I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I kept it. So good for that. And I used to have a strategy guide, but over so many years I do not know where I put it. I misplaced it somewhere. I'm kind of sad that I did. I'm hoping one day I could find it in a box somewhere. But who knows? So next up we got the original Silent Hill 2. Had this since release day also, because after playing the first one I fell in love with the series, so I had to go buy the second game, as soon as it came out. I love it. Of course it's, in the box still, all that stuff. And that one came out in 2001. After that we got Silent Hill 3. And this one came out in 2003, actually. Really good game. I actually still have the soundtrack too. It's just in my my music CD folder, so I should put it back in here. That's my mistake. I'll probably do that tonight. Now that I got this, out of my shelf here. But definitely, it's another expensive one. All the Silent Hill games go for a lot nowadays. So hopefully you guys can get them for cheap somewhere in good condition. I'm hoping, because you should definitely have these games in your collection. Next up we got Silent Hill for the Room. Another great game to have in your collection. I think this one's pretty expensive too. So complete manual, everything. I try to keep everything. And this one, I believe, like I said, I'm not going to go too much backstory, but originally it was called The Room. It wasn't even a Silent Hill game. So halfway through development, they just wanted to push out another Silent Hill game because the series was so popular and selling so many copies. So that's a little backstory on that. There's other, like I said, videos that can go into great detail on all this stuff. But for me to do it, yeah, I don't really need to because I think there's so many videos that go over this, hours and hours and hours of videos. Next up would be Origins, which I do not have. I remember seeing it at, what was it, Best Buy. When it came out, I was just like, I looked at the cover, I looked at it, I was like, I really don't want this one. That's when the game shifted from Japan to other countries. I was like, I don't know, because the original 4 games were so good. I was very skeptical about playing another one. So after that one came out was Silent Hill Homecoming, which I did have, but I let my cousin borrow it and never give it back. Every time I let the guy borrow a game, I never get it back, so I'm no longer letting him borrow any more of my games. And after that, I bought Silent Hill Shattered Memories. I think I got this from GameStop, of course. It says used. So I want to pay full price. I was very skeptical about these, other games coming out that weren't, made by Konami in Japan. And some people like this game because of the psychological profiling it does, whatever in the game. I really didn't care too much for it myself, but there are other people that do like it, Silent Hill game, it's very different than the other games. I mean, very, very different. It's got one monster that chases you around when you go to the other world, which is like an ice world, which is completely different than the original games. So, I don't know. Now, for the next one, Silent Hill Downpour. This is one of the last games to come out back in 2012, other than the HD collection, which I don't have either. I just didn't really buy it. So that's complete. I even still got the receipt in there because I think it had a secret code you could put in to get a nail gun in the game. So that's that. I think that should do it for my Silent Hill collection here. Like I said, it's going to be a very short video. I'm not going into great detail about the games, anything like that. But if there's anything you guys want to know, just leave a comment. Anything you want me to cover. I got a lot more games that I've never even talked about on the channel, any of that kind of stuff. I just play games here and there, mostly horror games. But if you guys want to see like my whole PS1 collection or a whole PS2 collection or Xbox 360, and don't even say my PS4 because that one's way too big. But, you know, guys, just let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.